Quick test. Listen carefully. Authorities have issued a statement regarding the ongoing situation. Do you understand this?
Be honest, most learners don't. And the problem is it sounds like English, but it feels impossible. Today, we'll fix that.
Today, you will learn why news English feels so difficult.
And more importantly, how to understand it step by step.
By the end of this video, you will feel more confident.
And you'll finally understand what people are saying in the news.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back.
This is your calm, friendly space to practice real-life English conversations every day.
Let's get started.
Mark, do you watch the news?
Honestly, sometimes.
Same, but sometimes I don't understand everything.
Exactly. Even English learners say this all the time.
Yes, they say, I can understand movies, but not the news.
That's a very common problem.
So today, let's fix it. Mark, why is news English so hard?
Good question. And honestly, a lot of learners feel this way.
Yes, I hear this all the time. People say, I understand normal English, but not the news.
Exactly. And the truth is, it's not your fault.
Really?
Yes, news English is different from daily English. It follows its own style.
So let's break it down.
There are three main reasons.
Okay, let's start with the first one.
The first problem is formal language.
What does that mean exactly?
It means the news uses more official and serious words.
So not the way we normally speak with friends.
Exactly. And daily life, we keep things simple.
Like saying, people are talking.
But in the news, they say something like, discussions are ongoing.
That sounds much heavier.
Yes, same idea, but more formal words.
And that's where learners get confused.
Right, because you know the simple version, but not the formal one.
Let's practice this together. Pause at your convenience. Discussions are ongoing.
Discussions are ongoing.
Now you try.
Say it slowly.
Discussions are ongoing.
Good. Again.
Discussions are ongoing.
Nice. You see, once you hear it a few times, it becomes easier.
Let's try one more example.
Okay.
Instead of saying, they said something,
The news says they issued a statement.
this is very common.
Yes, you will hear it again and again.
So the first problem is clear.
Formal language makes simple ideas sound complicated.
And that makes learners feel lost. Now let's move to the second problem.
Long sentences.
Yes, very long sentences.
Sometimes one sentence has many ideas inside it.
And if you miss one part, you feel confused.
Exactly.
Let's listen to an example.
Okay.
The government has announced new measures to address economic challenges.
That's a long sentence.
Yes, and it has many pieces of information.
But here's the important thing.
What?
You don't need to understand every single word.
Wait, really?
Yes, that's one of the biggest mistakes learners make.
They try to understand everything.
Exactly, and when they don't, they panic.
I felt that.
Most people have.
So, what should we do instead?
Focus on the main idea.
Let's test this.
Okay.
Quick question. What is the main idea of that sentence?
Take a moment. Pause the video for a minute and think.
Don't worry about every word.
Just think about the big picture.
The answer is simple. The government is doing something to fix problems.
That's it.
You didn't need every word.
You just needed the meaning.
That already feels easier.
Yes, and this is a very powerful habit.
Focus on meaning, not perfection.
Exactly.
Now the third problem.
Unknown vocabulary.
Yes, difficult words.
Words you don't hear in daily conversation.
Like authorities
Or incident.
or confirmed.
These words slow you down.
Because your brain tries to understand them.
And when you can't, you stop listening.
That's exactly what happens.
But we can train our brain
How?
by learning these words step by step.
And by not stopping when we hear one difficult word.
Exactly.
Let's practice one sentence together. Pause at your convenience. Authorities have issued a statement.
Authorities have issued a statement.
Your turn.
Say it slowly.
Authorities have issued a statement.
Good. Again, more naturally.
Authorities have issued a statement.
Nice.
See? It already feels less scary.
Yes, repetition builds confidence. Now, here's something interesting.
What?
In a moment, we'll show you a simple trick.
A trick that can help you understand almost any news sentence.
And most learners don't know this.
So, stay with us. Okay, Mark, I'm ready.
Good. Let's fix this step by step.
Let's do it.
Step 1. Don't try to understand every word.
That sounds strange at first.
Yes, but it works.
So instead, we focus on the main idea.
Exactly.
Let's test it again.
Okay.
Listen carefully. Emergency services responded to the incident.
Do you know every word?
Maybe not.
But what is the main idea?
Pause the video for a minute and think.
What happened?
Something happened and help came. Perfect. That's all you need.
Yes, that's understanding.
What's the next step?
Step 2. Break the sentence into small parts.
Like pieces.
Yes, small pieces are easier to understand.
Let's try an example.
Okay,
The company reported increased profits this year.
now let's break it.
Company,
Reported.
more money.
See how simple it becomes?
Yes, it feels much clearer.
Because your brain can handle small parts better.
Let's practice together. Pause at your convenience. The company reported increased profits.
The company reported increased profits.
Your turn.
Try saying it naturally now.
The company reported increased profits.
Great.
I like this method.
It really helps.
And it feels less stressful.
Exactly.
So, what's the third step?
Learn common news patterns.
Patterns?
Yes, news uses the same phrases again and again.
So, if we learn those phrases, we understand more.
Exactly.
Can you give examples?
Sure. Has announced, has reported, has confirmed.
I've heard these before.
Yes, they are very common.
Let's practice one. Pause at your convenience. Has announced.
Has announced.
Your turn.
Try saying it again.
Has announced.
Good.
Now I feel more comfortable with these phrases.
That's the goal. Let me tell you something.
What?
Yesterday, I watched the news.
Did you understand everything?
No,
So, what did you do?
I didn't stop.
Good.
I listened again and focused on the main idea.
And what happened?
I understood much more than before.
That's amazing.
And that's the key.
You don't need perfect understanding.
You need consistent practice.
And a simple strategy.
Exactly.
So, if you feel confused when you hear the news,
Don't give up.
it's normal.
You're learning.
And step by step, it will become easier.
Much easier.
Now let's go over some useful words and phrases from today's lesson.
We'll keep it simple and clear.
First, let's look at the word authorities.
Authorities means people in power, like the police, the government, or other officials.
So when you hear authorities, don't think it means only police.
Exactly. It can mean different official people or groups.
Here's an example. Authorities are investigating.
And the pronunciation is authorities.
Let's say it slowly together. Authorities.
Authorities. Now let's look at the phrase issue a statement.
This means to officially say something.
Usually in the news, this is used when a company, government, or official person says something publicly.
For example, they issued a statement yesterday.
And the pronunciation is issue a statement.
A common mistake is saying make a statement in this kind of news sentence.
Yes, make a statement is possible in some situations, but in news English, issue a statement sounds much more natural.
Let's say it together. Issue a statement.
Issue a statement.
Next is the word ongoing.
Ongoing means still happening. It has not finished yet.
For example, the situation is ongoing.
A common mistake is confusing ongoing with going.
Yes, they sound a little similar, but they are not the same.
Ongoing means continuing.
Let's say it together. Ongoing.
Ongoing. Now let's look at the word measures.
In news English, measures usually means actions or steps taken to solve a problem.
For example, new measures were introduced.
A common mistake is thinking measures only means size or measurement.
But in the news, it often means actions.
Let's say it together. Measures.
Measures.
Next, we have the word reported.
Reported means gave information or told the news.
For example, the news reported the story.
A common mistake is mixing reported with repeat.
Yes, report means to give information. Repeat means to say something again.
Very different meanings.
Let's say it together. Reported.
Reported. And our last word is confirmed.
Confirmed means said something is true or correct.
For example, they confirmed the news.
A common mistake is confusing confirmed with agree.
Yes, agree means you have the same opinion. Confirm means you say something is true.
Let's say it together. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
These are all very common words and phrases in news English.
So when you hear them again, they will feel more familiar.
And that makes listening much easier.
Step by step, your news English will get stronger.
Today we learned why news English is difficult.
It uses formal language, long sentences, and new vocabulary.
But we also learned how to fix it.
Focus on the main idea.
Break sentences into parts.
And learn common patterns.
Now it's your turn.
What is difficult for you in English? Is it listening, speaking, or vocabulary? Example, I find listening difficult.
Or, I don't understand fast English.
Write your answer in the comments.
Thank you so much for watching.
Keep practicing your English every day.
You are improving step by step.
And don't forget to subscribe.
See you in the next episode.